Good evening, everybody. I hope you all are safe in this situation. In previous lecture, we discussed about the capillary action in a soil. Now, this is a very important term in our soil mechanics, that how the stresses will act in a soil. We know stress means load per unit area. Now, the stresses will be act in a soil, and what are the stresses will act in a soil? These are the very important, and we need to know about the stresses will act in a soil. Now, there are three stresses act in a soil. One is total stress, second one is neutral stress, and third one is effective stress. Okay, effective stress. Now, before the discuss all stresses, we need to know about soil structure. We know this is soil structure. These are the solid particle. These all are the solid particle, and these are the voids. Okay. Now, first, total stress. Total stress means the stresses act in a soil per unit area. Okay, means those stresses act in a soil per unit area, that is called the total stress. And total stress is the self weight of the soil. If this is a layer of soil and this is soil, now total stresses act below the soil. Suppose, okay, CC and this is AA and this is soil, and stresses will be at total stress. If the saturated, then saturated soil plus overburden pressure of the soil, that is the total stress. Means the total stress means the solid particle of the soil act the stresses in a soil profile. Means this plus these voids full with water, means saturated weight plus overburden pressure is called total stress, and we denote total stress by sigma. And number two, that is neutral stress. What is neutral stress? Neutral stress means only the stresses of water, and the water, this field only voids. That's why the neutral stresses means the stresses of water is called the neutral stress, and it's not neutral stress, not, and it not influence the other property or does not depend on the voids ratio of the soil. That's why it's not significant in other property, suppose shear strength of the soil or other physical property of the soil. That's why it's called neutral term. Means neutral. Don't have any significant or don't have any influence in void ratio or other property in the soil. That's why it is called neutral stress. Means only the stresses of water, and we denote that is U. And number 3 is effective stress. What is effective stress? Effective stress means only the stresses will act by the solid particle of the soil. Means solid particle का जो stress transfer हो रहा है, that is called the effective stress of the soil. And effective stress have depends that on void ratio. It depends on the void ratio, because if the void ratio decrease, then the size of the soil particle will be increased, and then the stresses will be increased, and it also influence the shear strength. Later we will discuss what is shear strength of the soil. It is also an important chapter. Shear strength of the soil, and that's why the effective stress sigma prime is equals to sigma minus u, total stress minus pore water pressure or pore water or neutral stress. Okay, now there is some cases to find out the effective stress in the soil. Now, case 1. Case 1. Dry soil. Then the stress diagram, you know that when the depth increase, then the stress will be increased. That's why. And if the unit weight is gamma, that is gamma. If the height is Z1, then gamma into Z1. Okay? That is case 1. This is stress diagram. There is no neutral stress, no, because the water table has not present in only dry soil, and this is called the stresses act in a dry soil. Okay? Now, case 2. Now, case 2, that's a water table here, and water table here means the soil is fully saturated. Now, the stresses diagram. Suppose this is a Z and this is a gamma set. Pore stress diagram. Pore stress diagram means only pore stress means natural stress. Only the stresses of water. The height of the water is Z, and gamma W is the unit weight of the water. That's why the pore stresses diagram is triangle and gamma W into Z. Now, the total stress diagram. Total stress मतलब क्या होता है? वाटर का प्रेशर प्लस सॉलिड का प्रेशर water diagram gamma W into Z plus this is submerged, that is gamma sub into Z, and this is gamma W into Z plus gamma sub into Z, that is gamma sub into Z, and is Z, that is gamma W into gamma sub, and this gamma W plus gamma sub equals to gamma sub. Then we can write that is gamma sat into Z. Okay, total stress, this is for the water and this is for the soil. And now third one is effective stress, मतलब टोटल स्ट्रेस से पोर वाटर स्ट्रेस को सबट्रैक्ट करेंगे. That is sigma minus u, sigma equals to gamma sat Z minus gamma W into Z, gamma sat minus gamma W, and this is gamma sub, this is Z into gamma sub, then Z into gamma sub, and this diagram for effective स्ट्रेस. क्लियर? इसका पोर वाटर का डायग्राम ये है, इसका टोटल स्ट्रेस का डायग्राम ये है, और इसका इफेक्टिव स्ट्रेस का डायग्राम ये है. नाउ केस 3. Okay, now case 3. Case 3 is water here, saturated soil. Water here means this soil saturated, and the height is Z, and this height of water is Z1. Now our task is to draw the effective stress diagram, the total stress diagram, and the neutral stress diagram. हम लोग को 3 ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा. न्यूट्रल स्ट्रेस का डायग्राम ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा, टोटल स्ट्रेस का डायग्राम ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा, और इफेक्टिव स्ट्रेस का डायग्राम ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा. नाउ फर्स्ट न्यूट्रल और पोर स्ट्रेस डायग्राम. ओके, फर्स्ट हम लोग न्यूट्रल और पोर स्ट्रेस डायग्राम ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं. वाटर हेयर है, यहां पे है, तो ये स्ट्रेस क्या देगा, नीचे तक देगा. दैट इज गामा डब्ल्यू जेड प्लस Z1, that is gamma W Z plus Z1 total height, and that is the neutral stress. Second, total stress diagram. this is for water, this one is for water, this is C, this is C, this is B, this is B, this is A, and this is A. Now from here the soil start, and okay, this is for the soil, and this is for the submerged soil, and this is for the water. Now the total stress AA, this is gamma W into Z plus Z1, and this is for gamma sub into this height, because soil present in Z depth. Okay, now gamma W Z plus gamma W Z1 plus gamma sub Z, and then if Z common, gamma sub plus gamma W plus, and this is gamma sub plus gamma W equals to gamma saturated, Z plus gamma sat plus gamma W into Z1, means we can write this is Z gamma sat plus gamma W into Z1, and this is for the total stress. And now the third is the effective stress. Effective stress, and we know effective stress equals to sigma minus U, means total stress minus water. Okay, total stress minus neutral stress, and the diagram will be effective stress means the water, and this is sigma prime equals to sigma minus U, sigma equals to gamma sat plus gamma W into Z1 minus gamma W into Z plus gamma W into Z1, this one, Z common, that is gamma sat plus gamma W, and this is for Z plus gamma sub, means the pore water, the effective stress will be B point, because effective stress only stress of soil, and soil start from here, that's why from B and this is Z gamma sub. Okay, clear? 3 diagram clear? Now I start case 4. Case 5.